Dear students, hope you are great. Today we are going to revise Chapter 7, Lesson 3, How Does the Earth Move? So let's start. First question, fill in the blank. Earth make one complete rotation on its axis every 24 hours. So when the Earth rotates on its axis, the time takes to make one complete rotation is 24 hours. So what's meant by rotation? Rotation is the spinning of Earth around its axis. When the Earth rotates on its axis or spin on its axis is called rotation. This line called axis, Earth's axis. So Earth's axis is an imaginary line. This line is an imaginary line that extends from the North Pole to South Pole. This one is Earth's axis. It extends from North Pole to South Pole. Earth's axis is titled 23 degrees. So this Earth's axis is titled, this one is titled by 23 degrees. Match. So what's meant by rotation? Rotation means the spinning of Earth around its axis. Earth's axis is an imaginary line. Number 2, it's an imaginary line that extends from North Pole to South Pole. Revolution, movement of one object around another one. So Earth, this is the sun, and Earth revolve around the sun. This one is Earth. Earth revolve around the sun. So revolving or revolution mean movement of Earth. This is one object around another object around the sun. So the movement of one object around another one is called revolution. Movement of Earth around the sun or around another object. In the morning, the sun appears low and to the east. So in the morning, sun appears low, while at noon, the sun appears high and in the middle of the sky. Rotation of Earth around its axis called the sequence of day and night. This is true, as due to rotation of Earth around its axis, which happen in 24 hours, called the sequence of day and night. In June, the North Hemisphere is tilted toward the sun. So this is Earth. So North, this is North. This one North and this South. Is tilted toward the sun. This is the sun. So the season of this part of or at North is summer, because the North is tilted toward the sun or near to the sun, while the South is far apart from the sun. So here the season is winter, while here is summer. In June, the North Hemisphere is tilted towards the sun. It is a winter, but it's a summer in the South Hemisphere. No, false, because it's winter in the North, while in the South is winter. Sorry, North, in the North summer, while in the South is winter. In December, the North Hemisphere, while in December, the North Hemisphere, this is North, tilted away from the sun, while the South near to the sun. So north will be winter, while south, because it's near to the sun, is summer. So in the summer, the northern hemisphere is sighted away from the sun, it's winter. 2. And it is summer in the south. 2. Day and night is caused by revolving Earth around the sun? No, day and night is caused by rotation. Rotation, not revolving. Rotation, not revolving. Earth rotates when the Earth rotates from the east to the west. So Earth rotates from east to the west. Which season of the year would it be at North Pole? This is the North Pole and this South Pole. The sun. North is near to the sun, while south away from the sun. Look. North near to the sun. So north will be summer, while south will be winter. So at North Pole it will be summer, while South Pole winter. Second lesson about what is the moon. It's a round rock object that orbits Earth. This is Earth. Moon orbit Earth, and sun this is sun. Is a round rock object that orbits Earth. Round rock object orbits Earth is the moon. Look, moon. Here moon orbits Earth. Moon orbit or revolve around the Earth, while Earth revolve around the sun. Is a round hole in the ground made when a rock crash into the moon. On the surface of the moon there is round holes happens to when the rock crash into the moon. This is called crater. So this is a moon surface. Moon. In the surface of the moon there is a hole like this. This hole called crater. The moon take 27.3 days to make one rotation. So moon, to make one rotation of the moon, it take 27.3 days. The moon surface is covered with craters. During a solar eclipse, the shadow of in the solar eclipse, look, in the solar eclipse, when the moon revolve around the Earth, so at some point moon become between the sun and Earth. This is called solar eclipse. While when the Earth is between sun and moon, it is called lunar eclipse. So we have two eclipses, lunar eclipse and solar eclipse. Lunar eclipse happens when the Earth is between sun and moon. Earth, look, between sun and moon due to revolving the moon around the Earth. So at some point Earth is between sun and moon. While in solar eclipse, moon will be between the sun and Earth, as when the moon revolve around the Earth, so it will be here. This is called solar eclipse. So if the moon will be here, so it will lunar eclipse, while when the moon between sun and Earth is solar eclipse. During solar eclipse, the shadow of moon fall on the earth. So in solar eclipse, look, this is a solar eclipse. The shadow of this is a shadow of moon fall on the earth. Shadow moon fall on the earth as the sun rays come from here like this. So this part will make shadow on the earth. When the lunar eclipse, so when the lunar eclipse, the earth is between the sun and moon. When the sun is between earth and moon, or when the earth is between sun and moon, when the earth is between sun and moon. Look, this is a solar eclipse. When the moon solar eclipse when the moon is between earth and sun, while lunar eclipse when the earth between sun and moon. This is the sun, here earth and moon. So earth is between sun and moon. This is called lunar eclipse, while solar eclipse when the moon between sun and earth. Due to revolving of moon around the earth, so the moon phases will be happen. This is the sunlight. When the moon, all moon will be lighted, this is called full moon. After full moon, this is waning part. So this called waning gaps, and then last quarter, and then waning crescent. Why? After new moon when the moon becomes shaded, not light. So after new moon, this is waxing. So after new moon, waxing crescent, then first quarter, then waxing gaps. Starting with a new moon, over a 2-week period of time, the lighted part increase and become visible by the end of the first week. The lighted part become half a moon. At the end of the second week, it become full moon. Then the moon appears to get smaller again. By the end of the third week, it returns to the half moon. It become dark again by the end of fourth week. This is a moon phases, as here. The lighted part it is decreased, and then it increase until it reach a full moon. Then the lighted part will decrease until it new moon. Is anything that takes up space and has mass. Matter. Any matter, whatever solid, liquid or gas, if anything that takes up space and has a mass. As a gas has a mass and takes up space, so it's called matter. So anything that takes up space and has mass is called matter. It's the characteristics that can be observed and measured without changing the kind of matter. This is called physical property. For example, when you cut, or when I said the color of ball is red or blue, this is a physical property. I just describe or observe the color, but the matter without changing the kind of matter, without changing the kind of matter of ball, is called physical property. Which of these items contain a gas? Balloon. At the balloon containing gas. Which is a physical property that you can measure? Which of these properties is a physical property. Burning of paper or color of ball or flammability. Color of a ball. As a color of ball is a property or the characters that I observe without changing the kind of matter of ball. While burning a paper, I change the material that made or the matter that made up paper. So when I burn a paper, this paper is changing totally into another kind of matter. Flammability the same, I mean burning. Which of these items are attracted to magnets? Steel knife, yeah, it can attract by magnet. Gold, no. Aluminium, no. Iron. So steel and iron can attract by magnets. Which of these pairs of metal are magnetic? Iron and steel, or gold and silver, or copper and bronze? Iron and steel. Iron and steel, it's a magnetic material, can attract by magnet. Which of this it is likely to have a high electric conductivity? High electric conductivity mean can conduct electricity. Glass, no, cannot conduct electricity. Rubber, not. Plastic, not. While copper can conduct electricity. So answer is copper. Magnetic material. What's meant by magnetic material? Magnetic material mean any material can attract by magnet. So any material that can be attracted by magnet and can also form magnet. Number F. While matter, I said it before, matter is anything that has a mass and takes up space. So anything that takes up space and has a mass. Number C. Hardness. Some matter is very hard, like iron. So what's meant by hardness? I mean if this matter can scratch or not. So how is the substance can be scratched? While for example, iron cannot scratch easily, while chalk or wood can be scratched easily. So hardness, how easily substance can be scratched. Physical property. Physical property is observed characteristics that can be observed without changing the kind of matter. Reflective, like a mirror, the ability to reflect a ray of light. So for example, a mirror, how reflective, as it can reflect the ray of light. So reflectivity, ability to reflect rays of light. Electric conductivity mean measure of how will electricity move through substance. For example, copper have a high electric conductivity, as the electricity can move inside the copper very well. That's it. Thanks for watching.